Welcome everyone, this is Owlric144 back with another episode of Memoria. Sorry to leave you all on that cliffhanger last time, but let's go ahead and find a little bit more out before we actually get to the riddle, because I'm mean.
How can the rest of the story not be important?
Well, it is important, but not for you. Trust me. In this one case, ignorance is truly a blessing.
If no one remembers her, how do you know that this woman really existed?
I investigated it myself. Malakar's burial chamber really existed, and over 450 years ago, a young woman was seen climbing out of that very tunnel with a fakina and setting out towards the Rashtulian wall. I swear to you, in the name of my father and all my forefathers, Sajja's tale is a true story.
And finally, the riddle.
Do I understand you correctly? The glowing inscription on the burial chamber, that's the riddle?
Quite correct. An archaic inscription written in ancient Talamedia. As an educated Talamede princess, Sajja was the only one who could read it. I created a transcription from my memory, and an old friend translated it for me. It reads, as the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone. Enter if to you the answer is known. If not, then forever your life I'll own.
Eerie.
I believe Sajja knew the answer, else she would never have entered the chamber.
But why didn't she tell the others? Didn't she send them all to their doom that way?
I see you paid attention. I give you 3 days to solve the riddle.
3 days?
On the 4th day, I'll move on, whether you know the answer or not.
And if I solve it by then?
You shall have what you want from me. A spell of the mightiest transformation. A spell which transforms any living being into any form you desire.
Deal.
I like you, Geron. I'm certain our business will turn out well for both of us.
Still
Believe
really
me,
like the monkey
I
beard.
hope so too.
So the stone over the scarab.
Strange fellow. Nuri, I'm back. I think I found someone who can help you. Nuri?
I'm here.
She looks
What's
injured.
wrong?
My wound opened. My wing is bleeding again.
Oh no, were you playing with animals again? You're a raven now. You can't do that anymore.
I wasn't playing. It just opened again.
It doesn't look too bad. You lie and rest. I'll make a salve for you.
Wow, I can click on a lot of things. And go downstairs. Let's talk to the girl.
Oh,
Don't move. If you move, it'll just get worse. I'll hurry with the salve.
Broken artifact.
I tried everything. I asked Hazinda clerics, stole magic books from the school, made pacts with witches. Nothing and nobody can restore the power of the artifact. And anyway, Nuri's old body is lost forever. I hope this Fahi will keep his promise.
I really feel like I'm missing something.
For Nuri's salve of healing, I need to mix ground-up whirlweed with salve fat. Salve fat. I can only pray that the Lady Perina will allow the use of simple grease just this once.
Whirlweed. That doesn't look too bad. Bird.
Do you like your new bird tree?
yes. Garon, why must there be a fairy again before we can leave here?
Because that's what you are. A fairy, not a raven. And Giacomo says we need to hurry about changing you back. He says that a fairy soul is a tender thing. Who knows what'll happen if it stays in the wrong body for too long. And it's much easier for me to protect you here than it would be on the road. If only you would let me protect you.
It's my dress.
Nothing in there that could help Nuri.
What do I have in my inventory? Bird bath.
It's filled with magic fairy water from Nuri's cave. Do you miss your family, Nuri? The fairy queen and king?
A little, but I prefer not to look back. The animals and plants of this world are my family now.
That accursed harp. If it hadn't been for that, you'd still be yourself.
I don't want to think about that. It was so horrible.
Wow, that's...
The skulls hail back to Gwynling's time.
They're disgusting. Why don't you take them down?
We need to keep up appearances. If anyone notices that I no longer catch birds and live with a talking raven instead, they'll burn us alive.
But you saved them all. You ought to let them know.
The bird catcher a hero? They'll all laugh at me. Anyway, I don't care what those idiots think of me.
But if they thought well of you, your life would be good.
Nuri, my life has been good. It was good to travel with you. It's enough for me that you know what we did. By Travia, it's all greasy. After I finished eating, I wanted to get to Fahi as fast as I could. I didn't have time to clean up. You'll have to go back in there tomorrow, I'm afraid. At least until you can fly again. Otherwise, the Andergastrians will see that I'm travelling with a talking raven on my shoulder, and we'd be facing an angry mob again in no time. Useless undergrowth. I'll throw it out tomorrow. If I pull on this, I'll tear the whole curtain. I can barely keep up with the repairs as it is. I'll take them back during my next break-in.
Apparently, that's not too uncommon, King Chestnut.
Ho ho, Nuri. I, King Chestnut, bid you good evening.
Good evening, King Chestnut.
Why so sad, my lovely?
I don't know. Right now, I just want to sleep.
Oh, that's a very wise idea. It's so wise that I hereby officially appoint you to be my Minister of Sleep.
Oh, thank you, dear King.
You have earned this title honestly.
I think I've clicked on just about everything in here. So
No, I need to...
oh, guess I don't need to go down. So, inventory. Let's get some grease.
It'll take half the night to screw...
Fine then, let's break the pot.
It only works on fragile. That won't break so... By Travia, it's...
But, yeah, I know, that's why I want to script it
It'll
out.
take...
Okay then. What else can I do? Curtain. Still want to rip that.
I'll cut out a rag.
Oh. Hooray. Strip of fabric. Can I just get grease from that?
The rag's now...
Greasy rag. and
First,
water.
I have to grind...
Okay. Can I interact with? Can I do this?
Oh, come on.
I guess not. What can I grind with?
Oh, come on.
No, I don't want to. Can't grind with that. Can't grind with these. Maybe this can make a mortar
No,
and pestle.
what good... I need a firm base.
Firm base for grinding.
No, what good would that do?
Trying to find a firm base for grinding the... I guess that will do. Wouldn't that have water in it?
Ah, I can grind up the herb with the knife handle. There.
No, it is bird bath soup.
Perina, please let this fat be enough for Nuri's wound. It's all I have.
Solve on the bird.
There. And next, we'll make you a fairy again.
Did you meet the man?
Yes, I don't know if I can trust him though. But if Giacomo's right, then soon everything will be like it used to be. You'll be as tall as a human again, and together we'll travel across Aventuria and have one adventure after another.
When do you think I'll be able to fly again?
Let's see how your wound is doing tomorrow. Maybe we can go and practice a little.
Fine. Sleep well, Garon.
Sleep well, and don't worry. Soon everything will be as it was. As the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone. Enter if to you the answer is known. If not, then forever your life I'll own.
The only clue I have to that is maybe it's implying that you can't rule the people.
And again,
And
this
the
time you can
people
do it.
I
rule
don't
you
know.
too.
Don't be discouraged. Think about something nice. Think about...
Chapter 1 complete. First meeting.
Think about the first time we met. You lived in a lonely cave for years, and together we found a way to finally free you. And all the things you've seen since then.
The first thing I saw were people who wanted to kill me.
Yes, but you've also seen nice things. Do you remember? Remember the orcs and how I had to distract them? Wasn't that exciting?
They were eating so peacefully. And then you sent them off to war, just to get rid of them.
That sounds like
They
a
were
truly...
orcs. Orcs are always going off to war. But all right. Nuri, you must have one nice memory. Do you remember... the night we spent together in the Brinask marshes? You wanted to enter a bond of love with me.
Yes, that was nice. But you lied to me before that.
I wanted to save you. If I told you the truth, you wouldn't have come with me. Anyway, I still like to think about it. It's time you become a fairy again. Do you remember how happy and carefree you used to be?
Of course I remember. That makes me even sadder.
Come on, that's enough for today.
Do I have to go back in the cage?
Unfortunately, yes. With a pet raven on my shoulder, the Andergastrians will immediately take me for a warlock again. I'm glad those days are over.
Oh well.
On the way back, let's stop by Fahi's tent. He has such a carefree manner. I'm sure he'll raise your spirits.
Garon?
Yes?
I want to be like I was in former times too. But I don't know how. So much has happened.
We'll manage somehow.
Definitely was a previous game. I can't get them things.
This is where we met for the first time.
You were trying to catch me like a bird.
How was I to know you'd be so big and so stubborn?
You're a fine one to talk.
You're right. Even if we don't have a whole lot in common, we can certainly agree on that. Nuri's old cave is under there. When her fairy body was destroyed, the cave collapsed as well. Do you miss your old home?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I have to find Fahi.
Quick travel. Whoa! Who's this person? Those pillars are nice.
Who are those people?
These statues scare me.
They look like the pillars from Fahi's tale, only with faces. Hey there, what's going on?
Brider, I can't work like this.
Master Bodiak?
This man is disturbing my investigation. Talk to him. Send him away. I have no time for this sort of thing.
I'm sorry, but the School of Arcane Combat of Andergast has closed off this area until further notice. You should go home.
What happened here?
A mob from the city wanted to chase a travelling merchant out of the country, and this is what became of them. Ta-da! Ancient Tulamide pillars with an Andergastrian core. No trace of the merchant.
He disappeared?
Yep, now shoo. Otherwise the same thing might happen to you too.
Oh,
Everything's
lovely.
cursed. Fahi was our best chance to heal you.
But isn't he evil? Didn't he petrify those people?
Nuri, that was an Andergastrian lynch mob. Had I been able, I would have turned them into stone too. He must have left a trace around here somewhere. I'd better find it before the mages from the School of Arcane Combat do. Otherwise, we'll be right back where we started.
Okay. Oh, got Endergast around the clan.
I don't hear a thing. Not a single thought. Watch it, lad.
Looks like the knapsack of a wanderer or hunter, not like the bag of a serious mage. The pillar. It has the face of the butcher woman from the market. What happened here? A stone pillar with a stone sword and an elaborately chiseled beard. If it really were chiseled, that is. These pillars remind me of Fahi's description. It's standing in the only the petrified... Another barrier.
Hey,
These pillars remind... Looks like somebody didn't like it when I rummaged through their stuff yesterday.
hey,
No, there's not. Let's cut it.
Better not. I've seen her. The School of Arcane Combat hasn't been accepted. Hey!
indeed there is. He's carrying a double kunchuma which he uses to slice up every little
How
pain in the
many
neck that comes
attackers
along.
were
What?
there?
How do you know that?
I can see it. He's standing behind you, grinning. No, we still don't know anything. Now please go away. Otherwise I'll be in even more trouble.
The spirit must have been petrified as well.
I'm too far away. I'm too far away for that. Nothing's happened. Most locks aren't terribly impressed with my pathetic spell. If these really are
That would be pretty mean.
better not.
What do I have?
Nuri's old. I'm carrying it with me. I have to find Fahi.
Okay.
I should keep the knife away from...
I don't hear a thing. Not a single thought.
Okay, I don't think I can interact with any of those things. Maybe I have to get an Antigeist. Oh, hammer.
Take your paws.
No, I want the hammer.
I'm not going back until I...
Okay.
Hands off! From what
Are
direction?
you asking me?
Oh, Brider,
Martial severity.
see to it that he goes up.
Beat it.
All right.
I'm not going to wait till I know what happened to Fahi.
But first I have to find... Talking to...
The spirit must have been petrified as well.
Looks like they're not...
Can I do something to it?
No, I'll leave it. That doesn't...
Hands clean. Don't want to do anything to these people. What I want to do is use... Attack!
That brings... Not as long...
What did the mage look like?
Talking to...
Talk to her again. No. Talk to the girl.
Hey,
If I want to get to the clear...
Distract her somehow. Don't want to
She looks nice.
I know, but...
I don't hear a
Nuri
thing.
could pretend to
Not
be the
a
petrified
single
one in
thought.
front of the mage, but her voice isn't deep enough. Nuri, but her voice isn't...
Garon.
I know, Nuri.
Okay, so I can use the bird.
Psst. Nuri, can you do me a favour? Distract the mage. Hop behind the statue and talk to him. He'll think you're the petrified woman.
Shall I tell him about King Chestnut and the turnip ghosts?
No, just answer his questions.
What questions and what should I say?
Listen,
How many attackers were there?
there were two.
What did the mage look like?
He had a little monkey on his shoulder.
How do you know all that?
I don't know anything, I'm just guessing.
From what direction did the attack come?
From behind.
You were ambushed. It came from behind.
And in what direction did they depart?
Into the forest. Can you remember all that?
Yes, that's easy.
Oh, what a waste of time. It appears the spirit of the...
Well, okay, the interpack. Do I have to then?
Ha! attacked.
What did she say? Do you need help taking notes?
No, the report isn't difficult. I can memorize it.
If I want to get to the...
Did I change this thing? Is it too accurate?
Take your paw.
Nuri. When he asks how many
I mean, I feel like I need to be accurate, so it needs to come from
There were two.
And it's gonna be a monkey.
He had a little monkey on his shoulder. Tell him
From the tent. From behind.
you were ambushed and the attack...
So they didn't go into the tent. It's not the forest. It's in the northwest. Into the tent.
Into the tent, can you remember?
Yes, that's...
Interesting. I don't know what this is going to do.
Notes?
No,
Okay, I'm not distracting them yet.
No. When he asks... It was just if... It was to tell him and the... To the north, can you remember all that?
I think so.
Let's make up stuff as we go.
Notes?
no,
No.
They were countless people.
When he asks... Say you if he wants it... He wore a crocus, tell him
From the northeast.
it came and the...
Fled.
You couldn't tell, can you remember?
I think...
Notes?
no,
Okay, Okay. I'm gonna try doing it right again.
When he asked...
Two.
There were two if he wants...
And a monkey.
He had a little... Tell him the...
From the tent. Sure, I'll go from the... Because it looks like it came from behind, though. From tent.
It came out and the attack...
You can't tell.
You couldn't, can you remember all...
Yes, that...
I might actually look at the notes,
Notes?
here, because
no.
you must be missing something. Let's see, quest log. Whoa! Find a way to the clearing. Okay. Dark's here, countless years ago. He wants to catch the demon who allegedly petrified people. Shortly after, your mob attempts to chase. They were found in the lane outside its tent. Okay. Hopefully I can figure this out before the end of the episode. Okay.
No.
I think depending on how much he says, it depends.
When he asked...
There's
There
two
were
of
two
them.
if he...
The monkey
He had... Tell him
came from behind.
you were ambushed and the attack...
You couldn't tell.
You couldn't, can you remember?
Yes, that's easy.
I'm not really sure about where they fled. Options. I'm just gonna kind of
Notes?
try the ones from this.
No.
Apparently it's wrong again.
When he... It was if
monkey.
it came out of the and the
Whatever. Into the tent.
into the forest. Can you remember? Into the forest. Can you? No.
This really isn't very clear what you need to do.
I'm not going.
Can't go there. Can't click on this.
Nuri,
Gosh darn it. I'm starting to get frustrated because
when he
there are two people there.
there were if he
You had a monkey.
he had tell him.
You're not looking at the tent. I'm not sure if behind is here. The forest is here. The forest is there. The northeast and the tent are both this way. I don't know what they want. Let's say from the forest.
And the
And the attackers. It's not into the tent. Can't be into the forest within
to the north. Can you remember?
Yes, that's...
I don't see any real clues that you can click on to know for sure. And there's no clues.
Notes?
No.
With any of this,
Talking to him.
so I'm really starting to get frustrated because there's no change in anything, and you can't look at that. You can't look at any of this, so it's not
These
helpful.
pillars remind.
At
It's
all.
standing. Only the. Looks like.
So none of this gives you any information. So behind and the tent are the same northwest and northeast, and I don't know what they mean from the forest, which direction that is, because you have other directions. So I'm starting to get quite aggravated here.
She's trying to confuse the. Somehow I'm relieved that she's still so good at that. Nuri. When he. There, if he had
Came from behind.
you and
They went into the forest.
into the. Can you?
I've said them before.
Notes?
No.
Okay. And I give up. I will go look this up, and in the next episode we will start with the right answer. I guess this is karma for me leaving with the cliffhanger of the riddle and the last episode. So instead of just starting the next video with this, since about a third of the video was me struggling with this, I decided to just cut some of that out, so you will probably notice a jump, and I looked up the answer. And apparently the trick is to just
Nuri.
pick up the most difficult to remember ones.
When he asked 11 to 15, if he
I really
wants.
think these are all too difficult to remember.
He wore a
but I guess
crocus-coloured brooch on his left breast. Tell him the
apparently this is the
it
hardest to
came and
remember.
the
And this is the hardest to remember. I
to the northwest.
don't really
Can you
think that's
remember all
that much
that?
harder
What
than the
was
rest
he
of them,
wearing
but
again?
okay.
A crocus-coloured brooch on his left breast.
Then let's go.
And this will be the right answer.
Thanks, Nuri. You're a big help.
Yet another new story. They came from the north-west, and then went where? Ryder, what are you? I can't remember all this by myself.
As you can see, that apparently is the correct answer. As I rolled my eyes.
That'll keep them busy for a while.
And I can
It's. I'm.
get rid of the barrier. And go into the tent. More things to click on. Small box.
Yeah. Whatever's in there, it.
Smells awful. What does this do? Can I access something else? I mean, hug. No, I'm just searching for something. Cucumbers.
They smell fun somehow. Oh, my head. My fex. What is this stuff?
Nice. Yeah. Oh, key.
A key?
That's enough, Brider. We have a statement. Have you thoroughly searched the crime scene?
Yeah, nothing there. If there's anything else, it must be in the tent. I'll just finish writing this up.
Uh-oh.
I'm in trouble.
By the time I get up there and the hammock stops... If only there were a door... If she's really about to search, it can't be helped. I have... I can't exit. I'd stumble direct... She'll spot me at one... That's... As if I could...
You will find a way.
If only there...
Let's make one. That was simple. I don't see what his big problem
Come
was.
on, close, quickly. Made it.
And
All
don't
right, 'cause I can
disturb
hear
the
it.
crime scene. I'll hear every sound.
That was close. There's another one here. Apparently the mages haven't even found him yet. Prius be with me. That's the mask from the burial chamber. What else has that merchant fellow been keeping from me? He's got the mask. I need to use rougher... Another pet...
Sorry. I shouldn't be rushing through things. I apologize. I will...
Good riddance.
I, of course, need the hammer. But first, I shall unlock the chest and see what is inside
It fits.
now. Well, okay.
I really impressed the kid with this. She surely won't mock me again. She...
Well, it's too bad, because I'm gonna break it.
It would break. The mage would turn around and spot me at once.
Haha. Oh, no, I know what I need to do. I want to chop
They're
up the
already
keyboard.
cut.
Oh, fine. Take all my fun. I'm going to break it from over here.
She seems to be...
Break it. And then I shall steal.
Hey! I told you not to break anything. I have
Dooby-dooby-doo.
no idea what everyone sees in her.
She seems quite diligent, and she was really trying to help. Can I fix it? Yeah, I can fix it. Important. I have a feeling I'm going to actually go to that flying fortress of
He's
whatchamacallit.
got the mask firmly clutched in his hand. I
there's
need to
other
use
drinks.
rougher measures if I want to get it loose.
And the hammer.
I need a hammer and chisel.
Oh. That's a problem. I only figured out one. Oh, well, apparently I'm blind. And that's why I'm really happy they put those little glowy lights. Because without that, I would be in trouble. Okay. No, keep walking, keep walking. I have the chisel. I have the
I
hammer.
still need a hammer.
Yes. Do I have to combine them here first? Okay. I have them both. I have the mask. I have the mask in both.
Got it, and now I'm out of here. He's behind the tent.
What is that mask?
I'm beginning to think that Fahi knows more about these dreams than he was willing to admit.
Well, maybe he's the Farconian. Farconian? Hey!
Oh, who do we have here? Brider? There's a new suspect. What have you got there, boy?
A chisel?
This?
That can't be.
Master Bodiak? What is that?
Nothing. Take it from him and give it to me.
I no longer have the mask. The mask is gone.
That is quite obviously a very dangerous artifact. I must immediately take it to the school for study.
Okay,
Question the swineherd in the meantime.
Understood. So who are you? And why are you sneaking around here?
You can't just take the artifact.
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
No, I'm kind of annoyed with the other guy.
The School of Arcane Combat wants to know what terrible thing has happened around here. I, on the other hand, am surprised at how boring our investigations have been so far. So, please don't make this too easy for me or I'll be even more disappointed. First question. What sort of artifact was that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't you think it looked like a mask? Where did you find it?
Belongs to me.
It belongs to me.
Oh, really?
Is that all? Can I go now?
I like that you're lying. That makes you more suspicious, and this case is finally getting a bit more interesting. And now for my last question. Who are you anyway?
Andros.
My name is Andros.
Fine, that's all. You may go.
Seriously?
I can see from 100 paces that you're harmless. Or do you have another question before you return to your uneventful life?
Who are you?
You're a novice at the wizard school, right?
Right, a combat mage in training. Forever damned to serve the Undergastrian nobility in their mindless squabbling with Nostria.
Why don't you leave if you don't like it?
First, I have to make it through my training.
What happened here?
Didn't I already tell you? Last night, 5 Undergastrians got together at the Fat Ham Inn to drive a Talamid merchant from the forest. And they were found like this the next morning.
You didn't say that they met at the inn, or that there were 5 of them.
Well, now you know.
What happened to the Talamid?
We don't know. He probably won't be too far. All his belongings are still here. We suspect he's hiding in the forest.
Your teacher seemed very excited about my artifact.
That's the way he is. He collects rare artifacts, travels around a lot for them. Supposedly, he once even went to the Rastulian Wall to Draconia. But I don't know any more about that.
Are you good at riddles?
What sort of riddles?
How about, as the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone?
What's the context?
I can't tell you.
Then I can't solve it. Well, I think that's enough. Get lost so I can keep searching in peace.
I think I've seen enough.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna walk through the other barrier.
Come on, Nuri. I'll take you home.
What should we do now?
Did you hear what the mage said? She mentioned there were 5 people in the mob, but there were only 4 pillars in the clearing. What if the 5th person escaped? There would be a witness.
Or you just let me stay a raven. It isn't all that bad.
Not as long as I can do something about it. I'll ask around in town and try to find out what happened to Fahi. You better stay here.
I'm tired anyway. I'll just sleep for a while. Will you wake me if there's any news?
I will. Sweet dreams.
And now we shall end this episode. I will cut out a portion of me being frustrated at that puzzle. And I will hope to see you again next time. Bye.